Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Raghu. I have the pleasure of being the host for today's webinar titled Sign Anywhere, Anytime, Any Device Using Electronic or Digital Signature. It's an offering from Crypto eSign, one of the cloud-based electronic signature software. I'll take you through giving some feature glimpses for about 3 to 4 minutes. Then we'll see a live demo for the next 30 minutes, leaving a good amount of time for Q&A. I'll be happy to answer any questions from the participants. Crypto eSign has got primarily these features. It's got electronic signature, which is primarily an embossed signature, use of electronic means, which is today valid in law. The Indian acts were amended to replacing the word digital with electronic in 3 different places, one in the Information Technology Act, and second in the Indian Evidence Act, and third in the IPC, the Indian Penal Code. So today, electronic signatures are valid in this country. Second, we'll be showcasing how a combination of electronic signature and digital signature both are built into our software. The digital signature, unlike the token-based digital signature, you generally use a token to put your digital signature. This is an online digital signature, tokenless, without use of tokens, using Aadhaar-based validation through the phone. So we'll be demonstrating that live. Then we have a fill and sign feature where people can fill and then sign documents. We have several annotation features. Then we have some simple features, how you can CC someone, how you can intelligently use a QR code in communication. This is a broad agenda today. We'll also show you some other features on the single screen, as well as some other features of the software. So straight away, without wasting time, I'm getting on to doing the demonstration of the software. This is a website, www.cryptoesign.com. You could go into the website. All the information is available, including the utilities. You have resources where you can download your latest release notes and everything. So I'm going to straight away start demonstrating this solution. Let me take one by one features in order. I'm going to log into the application. Firstly, I want to talk about the screen, the home screen of Crypto eSign. Crypto eSign has got only one screen. It's the home screen and the ultimate screen. So we have, it's a Word-inspired product. What you see is exactly like a Word. All the features are like Word. You have an unique feature of every screen being guided through a video tutorial. If you look at this tutorial, it says that what you can do in the screen. You can upload a file. So every screen user has got a tutorial which is embedded into the screen. It's also got the user analytics right in the right side of the screen. So it's a very simple single screen software, Word-inspired software, very easy to learn. There is no learning curve for the software. You're not trained anyone so far. Let me start away straight demonstrating the electronic signature first. Either you can, since it's a Word-inspired, either you can type or you can upload a file. To start with, I'm going to upload a file, set it up for signature by 2 people, one by me and one by my colleague. So I'm taking a standard Laura Ipsum document. Crypto eSign supports both Word and PDF. This is a PDF file. Now the video has changed to what I need to do next. If you look at the video, so I'm going to set it up here. I think that there's an agreement. I'm going to set up for 2 people to sign. I'll be signing first. So I'm drawing. The moment I click on the add signature button, the cursor turns to tell me what I need to do, draw box to sign. So I'm just drawing a signature box. It automatically takes me to the next screen without any user action. I'm going to be the signatory. So I say self. My details come up. I save. I've now set it up for one signature through electronic means. I want to add my colleague also, thinking that there is being signed by 2 people. I'm putting him by the side. So I'm putting it is, I'm going to type his name. I'm going to be signing by the order. So first I will sign, then he will sign. In case I need to change the order of the signature, there's a change order button. I can change the order of the signature just by a simple drag and drop. You will now sign first and I will sign later, but I'm putting it back to mine so that it's easy for me to sign first. So it's very simple. You can change the order of the signature. The next thing you do is you send it for signature. Once you send, I have various options here. I can CC someone. I want to CC a colleague of mine so that she knows that this is being done. I can also enter an URL for some supporting documents. Take the use case where you are sending an amendment to an agreement. If the original agreement is part of your internal ecosystem in terms of either a SharePoint or a Box or a OneDrive, you could give the link there, or you could attach supporting files for the person to look at it. We'll demonstrate the supporting file. One of my colleagues will be setting up a document. Ashok will be setting up a document shortly, which I will receive, which I will execute along with the supporting documents. I'll be showcasing that separately. So I'm not sending any supporting document. I'm just say save and send. I'm going to send this for execution by both of us. The document gets prepared, the envelope IDs are done, and the document has been sent now. Now I would be receiving an email from Crypto eSign for the document very soon. I got the document from Crypto eSign. So the Crypto eSign document indicates a link where I will be accessing for signature. It's got a OTP for me to validate before I enter into viewing the document. So I click on the link. It takes me to the OTP screen. I validate. Now I got the document with me, which I set it up for signature. Before I sign, I would like to give glimpses of some annotation features we have. I can annotate the document. I can put a stamp here. I can say approved. I can take it up. I can put a comment. I can put a comment on this word. I can say well written. I can probably mark, or I can do a thicker marking here. So I got a lot of annotation features here, which I'll be able to use. The beauty of Crypto eSign is while we annotate, those annotations would be part of the document, but in the execution copy, it will be neat and clean, but internally it will keep the annotations very clear. So there are dual feature it has got. So I can cancel all the annotations, what I've done. I can cancel all the annotations one by one. So it's up to me. Then I click on next, which is given here. I probably cancel this approved one as well. Sorry. So I click on next to do my signature. I got multiple options to signature. I can upload a signature file if I have a stored one, or I can restore the previously signed signature, which is my last signature, or I can use a font, or I can use a pen and sign on the box. So I'm going to use a pen and sign in the box here so that I'm naturally able to sign. So I've signed it now. I set up and sign. It shows me the place where I need to sign. I click on it to confirm that I'm signing in this place, and then I submit. So I have now done my signature. The document gets routed to my colleague for his signature now. Now he will be doing the signature, and after a few minutes, we will see the document, final document, which is signed by both of us. In the meanwhile, I'm going to take you through demonstrating the digital signature, which is the next piece of process we want to demonstrate. Let's upload the same document. In this case, I'm going to set up only for me to sign. I'm uploading the same document. I come down, I'm putting my signature here, the signature box by typing the add, by clicking the add signature button. I'm coming to, instead of electronic signature, I want to choose digital signature now. I indicate that I'm the only person signing it, which is me only. I'm not, there's nobody else. So I save and sign. This will directly take me to another linked digital signature portal. I'll be able to put my Aadhaar number and we'll be able to see. I click on next, the document comes. One of the beauty of Crypto eSign is you'll be able to view the documents before you could execute your signature. You can see the full document here clearly. So now I click on next. It takes me to the Aadhaar portal where I'll be able to validate putting my Aadhaar. So this is the Aadhaar disclaimer which comes in. I continue. I put my Aadhaar number here. I get my OTP on my phone. Got my OTP, verify and sign, I'm done. It's very simple. So the digital signature, you don't need a token to do digital signature in Crypto eSign. Without the token, you'll be able to do it. I'm not done. I'll now go back to my home page. I would have got the document signed in my inbox now. I'll be able to show you the document right here. If you look at, there are 4 boxes here, which is my pending, others pending, my completed. If you look at the document in my completed, you'll be able to see the document here, which is what I have now signed it. This is the one which I signed here. But I'll show you this document in the email clearly. I would have received an email just now. Crypto eSign. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to save this to show it opening on a PDF, Acrobat PDF, where you'll be able to see the digital signature more perfectly. Digital signature more seen using Acrobat Reader. So I'm going to save it to my saving it now. So this is the document. So I'm going to open this in Acrobat Reader. So if you're able to see here, signature panel, you'll be able to see all the details here. You'll be able to see my signature here at the end. You'll be able to see the signature properties clearly. You'll be able to show the signature certificate from the certifying authority. So everything is online here completely. So that's the advantage of doing tokenless digital signature. You're able to accomplish. The biggest enablement is you are able to take digital signature from everybody who does not have a token. It's just that you need an Aadhaar number, which is always there today in most people who are probably competent to execute some transaction, be it employees appointment letter, be it a contract, be it a confirmation from someone in a business language. Everything we're able to take through a digital signature. It's a very simple tokenless digital signature, absolutely in very simple form. So there is a question. So I'll be able to answer all the questions. There's a question in the chat box. At the end of the presentation, I'll answer all the questions. There's a question in the chat box saying that what's the difference between e-signature and digital signature. I'll be able to answer that. I'll note out that question. I'll answer that. I'll start with this question when the Q&A session starts. So this is the second one. It is an innovative way of doing online digital signature. Validate. You can do multiple online signature. You can have 10 people sign one document. You can have 5 people sign one document. Generally, all of our clients use it for client onboarding, for employee onboarding, for getting bank details from vendors on their signature, or even using it for wherever you feel a higher level of degree of legality is required, use the digital signature. This is the second piece we wanted to showcase. Third one we wanted to showcase is, we also wanted to showcase fill and sign. So I wanted to showcase, as I told you, Crypto eSign has got a word interface. You can also type a document. The moment you start typing, the Crypto eSign becomes a word. I'm going to now do a fill and sign process. I wanted to probably upload a document and then do fill and sign. So I'm going to be again using, I just demonstrated that, you can also do this and sign and then do a letter to a bank and then put your signature. But before that, I will showcase the fill and sign process. So I'm going to upload a file. It's got it's a warranty details registration form. You'll see a form here. So it's got some details we filled in. We want to take signature from the person who's wanting to probably buy an extended warranty, let's say. I got a name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add text here because the person has to fill in name. Then here I got a product purchased, which I want to give him, let's say I supply 2 products. I want to give a list item here for him to check which product he has purchased. I want to put this product into 2 list items I want to give him. Car is 1, and then van is next. I'll probably delete these 2 items. Then I want him to enter a serial number, which is again a text. I want him to give a date of purchase, which is probably a date. I want add date. Then I want him to give a checkbox whether he wants extended warranty or not. So I'm going to ask for an add check. I put yes, and add check. Then I'll put no. Check. And I want remarks, which is again a text. Now I'm going to set this up for signature by me. So I want to demonstrate how this whole process of I'm saying I'm only signing, I'm doing electronic signature. The form comes up to me. So I'll be able to now fill in the details here. I'll be able to type my name here. I can say product purchased. I put 2 products. I say car. I got the serial number here, which is 12345. I got a DTMMYY here, which is yesterday's date. And then I say I want yes. I say nil. I'll be able to do this and then execute it. I'm going to click next. And then this time, last time I signed it. This time I'm going to use a font signature. I want to use this font. I submit. And then submit and sign. Submit. I'm done. So we'll be able to collect information before executing a document by people, which is known as fill and sign. You'll be able to, you got the opportunity to indicate what information you want to collect in the fields. We also have validations. You'll be able to use validations for those fields. I'm not demonstrating here. You can say that the date can't be greater than today. You've got all these validations here. So that's a third feature we want to demonstrate to you. In the meanwhile, let's look at the document, the first document what we signed, which has been signed by my colleague Ashok as well. This is a document. I want to open this document and show the 2 signatures what we have done. The electronic signature document, first one what we signed. So here you find my signature and you find my colleague's signature. You got 4 information here. It talks about the date and timestamp, and it talks about the IP address. This is exactly as per the Information Technology Act. And then the identified person, because we're sending it to a specific email ID, identified person who is signing it. So if you find both the signatures, both of them have signed different styles. So this is how the document appears once it is signed. The same document, we'll be able to view it in the portal as well. We'll be able to view it on the portal as well. So I'm closing this document. You will also view this in the My Completed portal, where I set up the document. This is the document which my colleague has signed, which is in the view document. I want to show you this view document here, the same document which I'm talking about. The same document which colleague and I signed it. This is the electronic document. The other one I'll show you. This is a warranty registration form which I just signed. You'll be able to view this document here. You'll be able to view the document right here. The warranty registration form I just signed. So you got the initiator can view the document here. There's also an audit trial here, which talks about, let me show you where two people have signed the document in the audit trial, which will be more interested. So this is the document where both of my colleague and I have signed. So if you look at the audit trial here, it tells you clearly the date and timestamp and the IP address, the envelope number, and whom all it was circulated, what time they signed it, which IP address they signed it. This is like the audit trial of the email, which goes into as a evidence for the electronic execution of document. So we've got everything right here in single screen. This also gives the status clearly, who has signed it, and if you're not signed it, you'll be able to send it. There's also a copy link feature in case someone does not receive an email. You'll be able to copy these links and paste it on an email and send it to them, and they click on the link, they'll automatically get onto the document. I also want to demonstrate a QR code feature. It's an interesting feature we have in Crypto eSign, which, let's say, I want to send a communication to an employee of mine. So Crypto eSign has got a feature where you can embed a QR code, or you can embed all types of barcodes. So I'm using it now for a QR code. I'm just trying a QR code here. I can give life to this QR code with what matter I want to put in here. I can give a life to this QR code. I format it. I want to say you are the employee of the month one. Now this matter has got embedded into this. If you can scan with your phone this QR code, you'll be able to see the matter what I just typed. You won the, you are employee of the month, you won 10,000 cash prize. Now I can sign this and send it to him, or I can put a link of something, or I can put anything in the QR code. It's like any QR code, but I'm now creating a QR code within a communication, giving life to it. It can be used as a surprise communication. It can be used also to make easy for people to just scan and then do something on their phone. So you can look at the ways in which you can utilize the QR code. We all use QR code in day-to-day life. It's an interesting way where we have put this feature. This also will be useful tomorrow in case you hold document where you need to give certain numbers to the document with a QR code, or more information in the document of some reference. You'll be able to use that. So multi-purpose use. We also got all the as I told you, we got all the barcode formats as well, various formats as per the secure format you use. All have been coded. This is another feature we wanted to use. I already showed you the annotation feature. I'm going to now, I hope my colleague has set up a document for me to set up. This is not the one. Yeah, this is the document. This document I already signed it. So if I'm requesting my colleague Ashok to set up a document with supporting documents so that I can demonstrate it. So I also wanted, before that, I also want to give you a little bit about the panel on the right side. So the my pending document clearly indicates what are the documents which are pending to be executed by me. And then others pending is all document which is pending to be executed by others. If you open the toggle switch here, you'll be able to see who is the people who are signing it clearly. One of them are, and the my completed documents are the document which I've completed, which I've initiated it, and my doc store it gives a list of all the documents, be it pending or be it executed one. It's a full store where it safely stores the document. Our documents are encrypted and stored. We use advanced security algorithm. It's hosted on one of the premier cloud in India, in Mumbai. It's one of the top 3 clouds in the world. So we have we've taken care of all the security aspects. The hashing and the security is absolutely to top standards what every product of this nature uses. Let me see whether a colleague has sent me a document. The document has come. So I'm going to sign this document now. I want to show you the supporting document feature. Get my OTP. Hope the number is right. No. So once you're supporting document, you get a split window, then it becomes easy for you. This is a document which you have to sign. This is where my signature is required at the end. But I got 3 documents here, which is what my colleague has put in. Once I open this document, the document opens right here for me to look at it. And then I'm able to switch between these documents to look at it. I can toggle this window, make it better. I can do a split screen. So I can look at each of them in a different screen. I can resize this window to make more space for my document. So I'll be able to do all this here. So then I'll be able to sign this. Once I looked at these supporting documents, I'll be able to sign it. I told you I have this annotation feature, which I already demonstrated to you. Now I'm going to sign this document. Next. And then now I'm going to do my restore signature. You looked at my previous restored signature, which I have stored and kept. It comes here. I'm going to sign and submit. I'm done now. So I wanted to also give you that, how CryptoASIN facilitates loading supporting documents for people to look at it. I would like to thank everyone. Thanks for your time for attending this webinar, and then spending your time to look at CryptoASIN. CryptoASIN, as I told you, is one of its kind, single screen with the tutorial, self-service tutorial, word inspired, electronic digital signature software, but digital signature is a modern concept of tokenless digital signature, enabling digital signature across the spectrum universally to be applied. And then we got a lot of innovative features, and then more to come. Keep watching, and we'll be sending our release notes when we update for people who are interested in the communication with us. We look forward to your evaluation. There's a free trial. You can sign up. I want to bring notice to our free trial, which is there in our website. I want you all to sign up for your free trial. In the home page, you will find a free trial sign up. You can put with it. You don't need a credit card for signing up. You can do a free trial sign up. You can experience the application. We'll be very happy to support you. If you're an enterprise customer, we have an enterprise version where you can have your users set up. You can group users into different departments or segments or different locations or different units, and you'll be able to give access rights to your users depending on who can create a document, who can access a document. So we got comprehensive enterprise version, which is also available. We'll be very happy to communicate with you, engage with you in case you have further questions or use cases you want to explore. We'll be happy to communicate. And again, once again, thanks for your time, and wishing you safe and good luck, and signing off. Thanks for your time again.